Letting agency tried to scam us out of our deposit. Didn't end well. I moved to London some years ago to attend my university. At the time I didn't know what areas of London are good, bad, etc, and so moved in for my university. I wanted to be as close as possible. I was living at the time at the outskirts of London and soon found out the area I'm in was more of a poor area with a lot of people that had moved there illegally. They had no papers and would work without proper hiring, meaning tax evasion, etc, and lower salaries. I met my partner at the university and we moved into a shitty place sometime later because we just wanted to be close and graduate. Before moving in we had to pay the agency £1,400 as deposit, which was 2 months worth of rent excluding bills. It was a small 1-bedroom flat in a 70-year-old building, so not in the best condition, but as I said it was a temporary thing, so we compromised, as we were running out of time from our old contract and didn't want to renew due to the change of terms. We paid the deposit and moved in. That letting agency had a policy that you can report damages within the first 7 days of moving in. We took a shitload of pictures to show them and sent an email. The only thing they ever fixed was the light bulb fittings, which were completely broken and you couldn't fit in any new bulbs. A year later, we'd moved in on the 21st of September, so our contract ended on the 20th. We cleaned the place spotless and moved out, delivered the keys and asked when we would receive our deposit back. They answered after they have checked the place. 14 days later, they emailed us saying that after checking, the contractor estimated the damage on the flat being at £1,407. I was furious. My partner is a very gentle person and went into panic. We'd only been working part-time before that, and £1,407 was a big sum. Plus, our new salaries due to being paid monthly wouldn't come in until the end of October. So we were relying on getting back our deposit to pass the month. The agency apparently had record of always trying to strip people of their deposit, and due to the kind of people that lived in that area, without papers etc, they usually succeeded as no one could contest them legally. But they fell short on this. I decided to chase the case, make a money claim on the court to get our money back, but since I had to go through this anyway, I decided to go all in. When we moved in, they provided us an inventory, basically a set of paperwork with pictures indicating the condition the flat was in, and then another upon moving out comparing the damages, etc. Now the inventory they had provided to us had been very few pictures in a very specific angle, only showing the good parts of the flat. The new one they charged us on had over 120 pictures of proof that we'd damaged things. They were charging us for stuff like loose handles on the door, painting the ceiling, which was £550 according to them, etc. The court was really slow, and despite the fact that this process started in October, the only time it finished was next year in April. I had a friend at university that was a little older and divorced with kids, so we had for years an attorney that he was using to fight for the kids' schedules, etc. She was a lovely lady that gave a look to our case free of charge and advised us what to do and say at the court. Note, before going to the court I sent in a huge email to the agency proving in detail how the inventories provided did not match, and that some of the stuff included can be taken as fraud. Stuff being noted down in good condition in the inventory while we had picture evidence they were broken. The court day came, we walked in. I had made a money claim against them totaling triple the deposited amount I was claiming for £4,500. The process took 4 hours to be resolved. Basically, they were insisting that the case should be dismissed because we should have used the deposit protection scheme. We, on the other hand, by that time collected a huge ass amount of proof. To our luck, across the street of our building was a Chinese takeout with a lovely couple that lived there. On the moving day, we went to eat there as we had no lights, well, the fittings were broken, and the lady warned us that she knew people that lived there and had been stripped of their deposits, so we should be careful. That made us take pictures of everything. We took pictures of all the light bulb fittings, we took pictures of the laminate wooden floor which had been chipped on multiple places in a 7-year-old building. We took pictures of the radiators, and my girlfriend even bought a newspaper and recorded a video going around the flat. We presented everything to the court which, when it was finally done, ruled that due to the fact that the inventory they provided had parts that didn't match with our picture evidence, mostly things they had noted as new and good condition, etc, but we sent pics they were not, and a lot of pictures taken were from misleading angles, not properly showing they are going to be held responsible for a money scam scheme. The final decision was that they had to pay us back a total of £3,000 because of the financial damage they had caused by withholding our money for a long period of time. And we thought we won! Finally, after 8 freaking months we can get our money back! Well, apparently not. They were ordered to pay the sum within 14 working days. Another month later, they had only refunded part of our deposit. I once again was furious, and to get the rest of the money legally, we would have to go through court again, which would then lead to some money experts walking in on them and picking items to sell to match the money we owed. A process that would take another God knows how long, and this is where I had enough. At this point, me and my partner were living in central London and had bought a used car. I picked my car and drove to the agency. It was 3 AM, no freaking soul in sight. I went and parked my car for about 15 minutes walking distance from the agency and walked there. I tossed on their front window with bricks, shattering it. The window was one of those huge front displays, roughly 18 square meters. I ran away, got to my car, and drove home. Now, I knew that a window like that would require at least £1,000 to repair. Note the area is scummy as mentioned before, so incidents like that are not quite uncommon. There are cameras in part of the street, but the hoodie does the trick. I drove there 2 weeks later. They'd repaired it. Well, I still haven't received my money, so we went on for a second round. I shattered the glass again, ran to my car, and drove away. At that point, I wanted them to know it was me, but not quite directly so they could not take any legal actions against me. My new job gave me free weekends, so for the next month, I spent every Friday evening driving there, shattering the glass, and then on Saturday walking in front of the store with a grin on my face, making sure they noticed I was around. They knew it was me, but since they had no straightforward way to prove it, they couldn't take much action. I was actually hoping they would sue me for that without evidence, so I could countersue for defamation. They never did. A month and a half later, 6 broken front windows later, they decided to finally pay us the amount we were owed. Now it should have ended there, but no. I am a massive asshole, and it took us nearly a year to get our deposit back. I had to go through all that process, and even after winning in court, they didn't want to pay up. So I decided to go on. I used £200 more and kept giving alcoholics and homeless people from the area £20 per time for them to go and shatter the window. I only managed to check back another 3 times and saw it was broken, so I know I at least caused another $12,000 worth of damage to them. Yes, I know it was illegal and risky. My partner hated every moment of it when I did that, but I loved all of it. And in case you've never experienced a big window shattering, it's music to the ears.
Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to Reddit Originals for more videos like this. Oh, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on all our videos. We upload a video each day, so stay tuned.